the predominant energies that could be touching on your lives. And if you're watching this video, then it probably is going to be touching your life in some way. Right, so I'm going to do a nice tarot reading for you first, and then we'll finish up with a relationship reading. And also a little bit of background info. You'll see there is a lion picture. That is the picture for this video. I'm not putting my face on there anymore. I've started drawing in pastels, or painting in pastels. I used to do oils, but now I'm doing pastels and thoroughly enjoying it. So I thought I'd share it with you guys in this way. And seeing as I live in the bushveld in Africa, I would show you the beautiful things that are found around here. Right, so let's get stuck into your reading first. Let's have a look what's coming up this week for all of us. What are the main energies? So it's the week of the 15th of November, right? Okay. Okay. Ah, that's nice. Okay. All right. Okay, and one more card. Oh, nice. Okay. So, let me just put that down there. So, first of all, the release card comes up. Hey, Lorna, I was hoping you would be around. I recorded a little bit later this time, as you can see, hoping that you would be around and some of the others that also like to see me live. So, I managed this time. Okay, so the release card is saying let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities and time to move on. So this week we're all going to find a chapter of our lives drawing to a close. I know there's an eclipse this month, I think on the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, and they are always those moments in time where things are tied up, closed up, and something new emerges afterwards. So it's definitely the predominant energy starting to make its way. 15, so what, that could be 3 days time, right? I don't always follow the dates incredibly well because, as you know, my times and dates are all over the place. I deal with you guys that are mostly in the northern hemisphere, and our hours are so far apart as well, and our seasons are different. It starts confusing me in the end. But anyway, so what is happening here is definitely a chapter is closing. Those are the words I'm hearing. A chapter is drawing to a close. But it makes way for something new, because that is really, really showing up in this reading. So no matter what draws to a close this week or starts drawing to a close this week, it is opening the way for something new. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. Definitely that. Now the 5 of Spring comes up next, okay? And that speaks about opposing goals arising from differing opinions or feeling at odds with yourself and others. This can often be your own internal conflict. You're possibly wanting to pursue something or go down a certain road or have a certain goal or aspiration. And even within you, there's a bit of conflict, and it often manifests outwardly in other people. I just want to move this light quickly. It's messing with my camera. Okay, so what happens then is, because there's a bit of an internal conflict in you, you start seeing it manifest on the outside. Other people contradict you, or they act a bit like, why are you doing that? May not even say it, but they pull those faces. So you kind of need to get clarity, really, on where you want to go. And you do not have to justify it to anyone, even yourself, okay? The only justification you need is, I'm doing that because I want to, and I really, really want to, okay? That is your justification, because something inside you is driving you to do it. So you might see it starting to play outwardly. Other people are contradicting you. Other people are making those faces that say, now, why are you doing that? Just understand they are actually reflecting something going on within you. And then when that happens, you need to go to yourself, I'm doing this because I want to. Because the next card that comes up clarifies that quite nicely, actually. Okay, in this deck, it's the 3 of Autumn, and it says, follow your passion when it comes to your career and being compensated for your creative talent. So there's something you want to do, you consider it to be creative. Now remember, creativity is not just painting and drawing. Creativity can be balancing books. It can be organizing files. It's an incredibly creative thing to do. Whatever it is that you really feel you want to do and you feel it's a creative thing for you to do. I was listening to my sister this morning saying she loves balancing the books. And our bookwork to me is really, for my own personal self, someone else finds that creative. I have a good friend that's also an accountant, and I used to love the fact that she loved it. or still do, because she could do it and it's not my thing. But she loved it as well. When her books balanced, boy, she was so thrilled. My sister is as well. So it's incredibly creative to some people. So creativity really depends on the person. And you need to pursue that thing that you feel really creative about, even if outwardly you are seeing the manifestation of your inward conflict. And remember, follow your passion. Okay, that's going to be the important thing. Does this make me feel passionate about it? No, nah. Does this make me feel passionate about it? Yes, it does. Even though there's someone there pulling a face going, why do you want to do that? Okay, still go with it. It's your thing. You go for it. Because the wheel comes up next, which is what made me say that even though there might be a door closing this week, there's definitely a door opening this week. And I can see it in all these cards. So that is, the delays are over, unexpected or sudden good luck. It can also be the purchase of a car or travel. I'm more inclined to say in this particular lineup, if you've been waiting for something to manifest, if you're trying to push something through, if you've been hoping for something to sort of move in your life, this week you see it gaining traction, and it actually does start moving. The delays are literally over, which makes me think I've been waiting for a courier since Friday, and they finally arrived today. So this card definitely applies too. Now we get the High Priestess, and that's about trusting your intuition. And interestingly enough, every week I do my own reading for the week ahead, because obviously personally there will be small other things that come in that are specifically for you. But this also turned up in my reading about trusting one's gut feelings and your instincts this week. And it's coming through, like I say, quite strongly for everybody. Trust your gut feelings this week. Gut feelings pop up out of nowhere. They're as clear as a bell. And you kind of think, well, where did that come from? When those come up this week, trust them. Even if they seem like to have come out of nowhere, that's when you should really trust them. Okay, when you're really not thinking about that, or it seems to come out of left field, those are the things to trust. And you suddenly get this feeling, I think I should go there and do that. And you think, but now where did that come from? Trust that feeling. There's something there waiting for you. The Two of Summer says, some of you maybe get swept off your feet this week. There's definitely an element in here of that as well. So somebody or something sweeps you off your feet this week. It makes you feel exhilarated. It makes you feel thrilled. It could be relationship. We'll see in the relationship cards what turns up there. It's the Two of Summer, so it can very well be relationship, but it is feeling orientated. So something this week really gets you thrilled. It takes you off your feet. You go up to, I think, almost cloud nine about it, okay? You get the King of Winter, which is get advice from someone professional and objective. So as you get swept off your feet, ask somebody who has professional experience and a professional view of what it is that's sweeping you off your feet. Not your friends or your family, because they have different opinions of the things that you do, okay? And even though they be well-meaning at times, they're not always going to give you the best professional advice, okay? Because they can't be objective enough about it, right? So if you are being swept away by a project or a career goal or something like that, this is the week to seek advice from someone professional, because they're going to be giving you priceless advice. I'm hearing that came through, priceless advice. Your final tarot card is the Empress, and it says time to take action. Why? Because it's ripe time. It's time that things will take traction. They will really get going. You will attract the right people, places, situations into your life, okay? It's the power of creativity. We're seeing that again. So something you feel creative about. This is the week to take action on it. It's the week where you're going to see the most returns, the most rewards, and like I keep saying, the most traction for whatever it is. And that's going to depend for you entirely on your own life story, but I'm sure you know as I'm speaking to you what it is. If you don't know, you will by the end of the week. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's in store for relationships in the coming week. Let's see if that Two of Cups is relationships for anybody, for those of you that are hoping for one, okay? So, week of 15th of November. I'm recording a little bit later than I usually do. I thought I would do that for a change. And it's nice because then I can catch you guys live. Okay, so romantic feeling shows up first. So, definitely there's a chance this week romance sweeps somebody off their feet. Whether it's an existing or a new partner. Let's have a look and see. I should have moved that lamp. It keeps catching the camera here. Anyway, too late. It's a big thing to move. So it could be via a friend that you get introduced to somebody that stirs your romantic feelings. Or it's within the social circle of your life that you can re-establish that romantic feeling with an existing partner. Socializing more will improve your relationship at the moment, okay? Lighter-hearted energy, that kind of thing. Next card up is retreat. This has also been coming up quite a bit at the moment in the monthly star signs too. And I think it's about relationships can do well at the moment with a bit of time out from the humdrum, from the normal, from the inundation of news and what else not that comes into our lives. We're just too much in contact with everything. Okay, so a little bit of time out will do you and your relationship the world of good. A little bit of time out with your friends somewhere could be where you meet somebody new that is the potential for a romantic partner. Okay, if you and your friends go somewhere quiet and relaxing and lovely, there's a good chance that there is where you could meet a romantic partner. Otherwise, you and your partner, if you go somewhere nice and quiet, it will really help to re-establish that romance between the two of you, if that is what you are wanting. Reconciliation, because that is what it can definitely do. So if you are feeling the stresses of life, you and your partner need to take a little bit of time out somewhere in the week and go and have, even if it's an hour together, somewhere lovely and quiet. It will do your relationship good. And get to socialize with one another even. Maybe you don't even get time to do that anymore. But it is good for, and even getting back together for somebody and getting to know them better, okay? So you can get to know your partners, maybe something about them you'd forgotten about or didn't even know. Spend a bit of quiet time with them somewhere, socializing with them. It can bring back those romantic feelings. It can re-establish the bond between the two of you. If you're in an existing relationship, your best chance for meeting somebody new this week, and there is a chance of it, is somewhere really quiet that you go with a friend just to enjoy the peace and quiet and disconnected from everything. And it's interesting the reconciliation card turns up because this is someone from your past that you could possibly be bumping into again, and you get to know them better this time than you did last time. This card can also be someone returning into your life from another lifetime, okay? So maybe you just feel like you're meeting them first time around, but there's normally that feeling of connection with somebody. What is that feeling of connection? You have history. You've been together before. Ultimately, everybody gets to know somebody a little bit better this week, okay, in the relationship realm, if that's where your focus is and that's what you want in your life. So there's great potential for that this week. Reconciliation within the relationship world. So get some peace and quiet. It's showing up a lot at the moment for relationships. It's where you can meet someone, where you can reestablish that bond with somebody this week. All right. Thank you for watching and chatting to me, Lorna, and listening. And I'm wishing you all love and hugs for the week ahead. If you'd like a reading from me, and I do an amazing soulmate reading as well, I'll put that link in the description box below. We'll speak again soon.